Hey everyone, and welcome to this deep dive. We're going to be exploring a program that claims to help you reach new heights of success and fulfillment. It's a whole system. Supposedly, it can unlock your true potential.
Yeah,
And it all starts with a pretty wild idea: distorting reality.
that's right. The program says we often limit ourselves by how we see reality, but
Hmm.
what if we could change how we see things? Expand our vision and see what's really possible. That's what this whole program is about. 6 weeks, 12 sessions, all about transforming yourself and your finances.
Okay, I'm interested. So where does this transformation begin?
Week 1 is all about foundations of transformation. It starts by breaking down some of the biggest money myths that hold people back. Those beliefs like money is evil or success is only for a select few.
Yeah.
These myths can be really powerful. They often work subconsciously and affect our money decisions without us even knowing.
You're telling me, I think we've all run into those limiting beliefs at some point.
Yeah.
But how does the program help us get over them?
It goes beyond just calling them myths. It encourages you to look into where these beliefs come from, like how they formed and how they might be connected to things like societal pressures or family dynamics. There's even a money memory exercise to help you pinpoint specific times these beliefs took root in your life.
So it's about bringing those subconscious scripts to the surface, becoming aware of them so we can start to challenge and rewrite them.
Exactly. And that's where the idea of a growth mindset comes in. Instead of seeing limitations, a growth mindset focuses on what's possible. It sees challenges as chances for learning and development.
Okay, I've heard of a growth mindset, but how does that actually lead to financial success?
Think of it this way. Someone with a fixed mindset might think their money situation is predetermined, that they're stuck where they are. But someone with a growth mindset sees their financial situation as something they can control and change. Through their actions and choices, they believe they can learn new skills, create new opportunities, and eventually reach their money goals.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's about shifting your beliefs to take charge of your finances.
Precisely. And the program gives you some real tools to help you build that growth mindset, like keeping a gratitude journal, to focus on abundance, and making positive affirmations that reinforce good beliefs. These things can actually rewire your brain, creating new neural pathways that support a more positive and abundant mindset.
I like that. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about doing specific things that literally change how your brain works. So once we've started to shift our mindset, where do we go from there?
Week 2 dives into wealth systems and success habits. And this is where things get really interesting. The program says that only focusing on goals can actually limit you. It's about shifting your attention to building systems that get results consistently.
Okay, I'm all about working smarter, not harder. Tell me more about these systems.
Think of it like this. A goal is like a destination, but a system is the car that gets you there. The program wants you to make predictable, scalable processes that automate and streamline what you do. Whether it's getting leads for a business or an automated savings plan for personal finances, there's even a system mapping template to help you design and put your own systems into action.
That's a great way to think about it. It's not just about setting a financial goal. It's about building a system that helps you reach that goal more efficiently and effectively.
Right. And that brings us to success-driven habits. The program highlights the power of small, consistent actions. Those tiny changes you make every day can really add up over time, leading to massive results.
It's like the snowball effect, right? A small snowball rolling down a hill gets bigger and bigger, becoming more powerful as it goes.
Exactly. And the program gives you practical tools to make those changes stick, like a habit tracker to keep tabs on your progress and a behavior swap template to swap bad habits for good ones.
So it's about being mindful with what you do, choosing behaviors that support your growth and success.
Precisely. It's about matching your actions with your desired identity, that future self you're working towards. But let's be real. Even with the best systems and habits, fear can still sneak in and hold us back. And that's exactly what Week 3 is all about. Overcoming fear and embracing expansion.
Fear. The constant obstacle on the road to success. What insights does the program offer on this?
It takes a really interesting approach, starting by exploring where fear comes from. It explains the biological and psychological reasons for it, helping you understand that fear is just a natural human response, not a sign of weakness.
Okay, so we shouldn't be afraid of fear itself.
Exactly. The program reframes fear as a sign of growth. It says that fear often pops up when we're pushing ourselves past our comfort zones, stepping into new territory. Instead of seeing fear as a stop sign, it wants you to see it as a sign you're on the right track, headed towards something that truly matters.
I love that change in perspective. Instead of letting fear stop us, we can use it as fuel to push us forward. So how does the program help us deal with those unavoidable moments of fear?
It gives you some really helpful tools, like the fear journaling template. It encourages you to write down your fears, analyze them, and basically rewrite the story. And then there's the reframe practice template, which helps you see those scary situations differently, as chances for growth and expansion, not threats.
It's like taking control of those fear-based stories we tell ourselves and switching them out with stronger beliefs.
Exactly. And once you've figured out how to manage your fear, it's time to step into that courage to expand. This is where the program encourages bold action, even when things are uncertain.
I can already feel my comfort zone getting bigger. But I imagine taking those bold actions can be easier said than done. Does the program offer any guidance on how to actually do that?
Absolutely. It shares inspiring real-life examples of people who faced challenges and embraced expansion, proving that you can do amazing things when you step outside your comfort zone. And to help you take those brave leaps, it offers tools like the First Step Action Plan and the Accountability Partner template.
So it's about breaking those big, scary goals into smaller, manageable steps and finding someone to support you along the way.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, having someone to cheer you on and hold you accountable can make a huge difference when you're pushing your limits.
I couldn't agree more. And now that we've laid the groundwork, I'm excited to hear about what's next. What does week 4 have in store for us?
Week 4 is all about vision mapping and goal setting. This is where you really start to create your millionaire blueprint.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. It's time to make those dreams a reality.
It all starts with getting really clear about what you want the future to look like. The program stresses that it's important to not just dream big, but to actually make a plan to get there. And that starts with setting smarter goals, goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, evaluated, and revised.
So instead of just saying, I want to be financially free, I need to figure out what that actually means and break it down into steps I can take.
Exactly. The more specific you are, the better. For example, instead of just saying, I want to start a business, you could say something like, I want to launch an online coaching business that helps women entrepreneurs gain confidence and make money consistently.
That's a lot more concrete. It gives you a real target to work towards. How does visualization fit into this?
Visualizing is a super powerful way to make those goals feel real. The program has this vision mapping template where you can create a visual representation of your goals. You can use pictures, drawings, or even just words.
So it's kind of like a vision board, but with a more organized approach.
Exactly. When you create this visual map, it helps solidify your goals in your mind. You start to feel what it would be like to achieve them. It's like giving your subconscious a blueprint for success.
I love that idea. Seeing your goals laid out visually can make them feel so much more real and achievable.
Absolutely. And then there's the reverse engineering goals template. It helps you break down those big goals into smaller milestones. You figure out exactly what you need to do each week to reach them.
It's like making a step-by-step roadmap, turning a huge mountain into a bunch of smaller climbs.
Exactly. And this leads us to one of the coolest ideas in the program, future self-visualization.
Okay, now I'm really interested. Tell me more.
Imagine you're already your future self, the person who's already achieved everything you're working towards. It's not just about picturing the results, but really feeling what it's like to be that successful person, thinking like them, acting like them.
So it's about becoming that person now, not waiting for some magical transformation later.
That's it. The program says that how we see ourselves often shows up in our beliefs and actions. If you can change how you see yourself to match your goals, you'll naturally start making choices and doing things that support that vision.
It's like the saying, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. But instead of clothes, it's about embodying the identity of the person you want to become.
Exactly. It's about closing the gap between where you are now and where you want to be, by making your thoughts, feelings, and actions match up with that future self.
Okay, I'm getting this.
Yeah.
But how do you actually become your future self?
The program has a visualization practice template. You write a detailed story about your perfect day in the future. Describe how you feel, what you do, who you're with. The idea is to create a really vivid experience that totally immerses you in that future reality.
Like making a little movie in your head.
Yeah.
Starring the best version of you.
Exactly. And to connect that visualization to action, there's the future self checklist. Here, you list specific habits and actions your future self has and start incorporating them into your life now.
So it's about finding little concrete ways to make what you're doing now match your future goals.
Precisely. It's about understanding that the choices you make today create the person you'll be tomorrow.
I'm really seeing how all this comes together. The mindset changes the goal setting, the visualization, the action planning. It's a whole person approach to changing your life and your finances.
And that takes us to week 5, where we focus on building and refining systems.
Wow, systems. We talked about those before with building wealth.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing this week goes even deeper.
You got it. Week 5 is all about creating systems that streamline what you do and support your goals. Whether it's your business, your finances, your health, your relationships, or any part of your life. It's about working smarter, not harder, by creating predictable processes that help you get consistent results.
Sounds like it's about setting up a framework that takes the guesswork out of success.
Exactly. It's about designing a life that supports your vision and gives you more time and energy for the things that truly matter.
Okay, you've convinced me. Tell me more about how the program helps you do this.
It starts with a system audit, where you look at the systems you already have or don't have in different parts of your life. You figure out where things are slowing down, not working well, or falling apart.
So it's about taking a good look at where you are and seeing what you can improve. Then what?
Then you move on to the system blueprint template. This is where you start designing new systems or making your old ones better. You define what the system is supposed to do, list the steps involved, and find any tools or resources you need.
It's like making a blueprint for success in every part of your life.
Exactly. The program emphasizes that building systems isn't something you do once and then forget about. It's a continuous process of analyzing, refining, and making things better.
Right. Our lives are always changing. So our systems have to adapt and change too.
Absolutely. And that's what the second session of week 5 is all about, fixing the gaps in your systems. This is where you look at the data, see how your systems are doing, and find ways to improve them.
So it's not enough to just set up systems and leave them alone. It's about always checking to see if they're working and making changes when you need to.
Exactly. The program highlights the importance of feedback loops, getting information about how your systems are performing and using that to make adjustments and improvements.
It's like a never-ending cycle of improvement.
Yeah.
Always trying to be more efficient and effective.
That's the idea. And to help you with this, the program provides templates for a feedback loop and a refinement plan. It's about creating a way to track your progress, find areas where you can do better, and then implement those changes.
It sounds like a great way to make sure your systems are working for you, not against you.
Exactly. And once you've built that strong base of optimized systems, it's time to switch gears and focus on integration and scaling. That's what week 6 is all about.
Okay, we're in the home stretch now. What about week 6?
Week 6 is all about putting everything together and taking your success to the next level. It starts with your next 90 days of impact, where we shift our focus to making a short-term action plan.
So we're going from the big vision to a more focused plan for the next 3 months.
Exactly. The program helps you make a detailed plan for the next 90 days, breaking down your goals into smaller steps and setting deadlines. It's about getting things moving by getting quick wins. That builds your confidence and keeps you going.
It's all about being able to see your progress right. Those small wins can really keep you motivated.
Absolutely. And to help you stay on track, the program gives you templates for a 90-day plan and accountability checkpoints. It's about having a structure for support and motivation as you work through this last phase.
We all need a little extra help sometimes, especially when we're pushing ourselves to do more. What happens after that 90-day push?
The last session is all about celebrating your transformation. It's a chance to take a break, think about what you've done, and recognize all the growth you've made in the past 6 weeks.
That sounds like a really important step. It's easy to get so caught up in working hard that we forget to appreciate how far we've come.
You're totally right. It's important to celebrate our wins, both big and small, and to see the effort we've put into growing. The program has templates for a reflection worksheet to help you write down your key lessons and a commitment statement to make sure you're dedicated to keep developing.
So it's about making this change a permanent part of your life, not just a temporary improvement.
Exactly. Personal and financial growth is a journey, and this program gives you the tools and the right mindset to do well on that journey, even after those first 6 weeks are over.
Wow, what a journey it's been. We've covered so much, from debunking money myths and developing a growth mindset to building systems, visualizing our future selves, and taking action.
It's been fascinating to explore all the parts of this program and see how they work together to create this powerful framework for transformation.
As we wrap up, what's the one main thing you want our listeners to take away from today?
I think the most important message is this: you can create the life you want. It's not about waiting for things to happen. It's about taking control of your life and making it match your vision. It's about building systems that help you grow and embracing the journey, trusting that you have what it takes to succeed.
Well said. And for our listeners, remember, This deep dive is just the start. We encourage you to revisit those specific exercises and tools that really spoke to you. Play around with those systems and habits. Embrace the power of visualization. And most importantly, never stop believing in yourself and what you can achieve.
Because like this program has shown us, the only limits we have are the ones we put on ourselves.
So go out there, change your reality, and create the life you are meant to live. Until next time, keep diving deep.